Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today we're going to play God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen is an old English traditional Christmas carol, first published around the 1650s. You may be interested to know that if you're going to put a comma in God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, then rather than God Rest Ye, comma, Merry Gentlemen, it should actually be God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. And if you look in Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare, you'll see he uses the phrase Rest Ye Merry as a thing in itself. I'm going to give you the basic melody and then I'm going to give you a jazz version, and I heard many years ago a version by the Modern Jazz Quartet playing this, and I've always loved it ever since. So we're in E minor and the melody is really pretty simple. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's just hear that played just as it is, but with some jazz backing. You can hear how nicely the melody fits with these chords. Now, to make a jazz fiddle version of this, one thing you've got to do, we've got a whole load of whole notes. And with just whole notes you can't swing, so we're going to have to break up a lot of these quarter notes into eighth notes. And you can do that pretty well where you like. And I'm also adding syncopation, like that phrase, da-da-bum-bum. It's difficult to tell you exactly how to do syncopation, but it's a matter of lengthening some notes, shortening other notes, so that the emphasis comes in an unexpected direction. You might want to jump the octave at some point. For example, I'm doing quite a lot of rolls. Which a classical player would call turns. If you're going to play a solo, an improvised solo over this, I think I would stay fairly close to the melody, because it's not an easy thing to follow. It's not a kind of a standard jazz progression. So having some idea of the melody as you're soloing is going to help you quite a lot. But having said that, if you were to play a E minor blues scale all the way through it, then that would work pretty well for the solo. And looking at the chords that I have used here, there's a lot of pretty complicated chords, but they're all pretty simple once you take away all the slash chords and the minor 7 flat 5s and all that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't take too much notice of the chords, even if you want to follow them. I would just treat them as easy chords. Okay, so I'll play a couple of times round, staying close to the melody but also improvising, and in the second half I'll switch to mostly the minor blues scale. You may have noticed at this particular tempo is really good for doing quarter note triplets. Da, ba, ba, bam. And I did a video all about how to count those. It's a really useful little rhythm, particularly in this medium tempo feel. Okay, so there's loads more you could do with this, and if you look at some of my other videos, such as on the minor blues scale, and on swing bowing, that will also help you to get this feel. If you'd like a copy of the sheet music for the basic melody, then do subscribe to the channel and send me an email. And if you'd like to get a hold of all of my PDFs and indeed all of my backing tracks, then do look on my Patreon page. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.